and welcome again to Sista Talk. Today we are doing Purposeful Singlehood Men's Edition. Last week we had 3 ladies here who opened up their hearts on the reasons why they feel that they are delaying to get married. But their reasons were not answered to. Today we are having 3 men who are going to answer to these reasons why they are not finding these single ladies. If you are watching us, please, before we start the show, just go down there, share the show with your friends, go share the link with your friends on WhatsApp, on Facebook, on any other live page that you're using. We are glad that you could join us today. My name is Linda Talam. Without further ado, let me introduce my guests. On the far right, we have Victor Wawire, who is a businessman and a creative writer. Karibu sana, Victor.
Asante.
How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. I'm glad to be here.
You're welcome to the show.
Asante.
Today you are speaking live.
Yeah, more life.
You brand the t-shirts?
Yeah, sure.
That's what you do. That's awesome. I like them.
Thank you.
And then next to Victor, we have Sanju Samuel, who is a digital entrepreneur, a poet, and a rapper. All those titles.
All of them.
We need to find out why you're not yet married. Robert. Next, we have Robert Omondi. Robert Omondi is a music minister. Karibu sana to the show.
Asante sana, Linda.
Yeah, we are glad that you could join us, each one of you.
Thank you
and
so much.
today we are going to respond to the sisters and find out why you guys are not finding each other. So if you're tuned into the show, welcome. There's a contact line going below your screen. Send a message to us. And you never know, maybe your search might end here. We will talk. All right. So, guys, a lady asked me, where are you? I asked her, we're having a show today. What would you like to ask the brothers? And she asked, where are you? Victor Wawire, what are you doing? What's going on? Yeah.
We are here. I think maybe mismatch or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, maybe someone is looking for something in someone, and maybe I'm looking for another thing. So, like, atupatani.
Okay, that's his reason. Sanju?
Well, there are 3 things. Kuna master, kuna mission, kuna mate. So for the past couple of years, I've been in the master and the mission process, part of the process. So I think I'm heading now to the mate.
You are now looking for a mate. You're in the process of...
Exactly.
Robert?
Yes.
I mean, you're out there, you're ministering. Why are you not finding?
Yes. I want to say that we are there. The men, we are there. But maybe in terms of where we meet, the ladies that we meet each and every day, maybe they don't have the qualities
That you're looking for.
that I'm looking for, or that other men are looking for. So there's that specific thing that we men are looking for, and we must get it in order to move forward.
Yeah, you need to get it.
Yes.
All right, so let's now get to the reality. I'm sure you guys, you're not young, you've been in this dating scenario for quite a while. The last time you were in that relationship, what were the reasons that it did not work, Victor?
Oh.
Where was the issue? What was the problem?
If I was in high school, I would say pests, diseases, attacks from neighboring communities. But I think what happens most of the time, at times we make so many assumptions. We think we know people, yet we really don't know people. So I think it's good for us to take time and know people. Ask them or spend time with people and know who they are. Because at times we tend to assume so much. Like, I know Robert, I know him. And maybe you don't know that person. Unashangaa, like he says he's a music minister. Maybe wewe hujamjua hivyo. Or maybe they do something else. Maybe they are skilled in different things, or they have other things they like. So it's good for us to open up, to to reveal ourselves to others.
So you are saying the last time the relationship you were in did not work is in the process of dating you found out something that you did not like.
Let's say maybe you are trying to know someone, but they are just seeing you as Wawaya, the joker. They don't go past what they know, because we have to know people deeply. Like, you have to know someone, you know what maybe their passion, not just what everyone says. If someone says Linda is a worship leader, is that all you are? No, there's more to that. Yes.
So then that issue where ladies just take you from the face value, they don't want to like get to know you further. That's, you desire to know them further, but it's like for them they don't want to know you further than that.
It's like they think they know
All right.
everything.
Sanju.
Yeah, as I was talking about the master, mission, and mate process, it should not go the other way around. Like, you start looking for a mate, then you start understanding what your mission, what your vision, and these are these, and then start to know God. No, so you start with knowing God, then you know what's your purpose, what's the vision that God has given me, why am I on this earth. So in that process, I think, and I think it's from all men, we get our meaning from the work we do. And I'm not talking about a job, because a job, that's what you gives you bread. But I'm talking work, that's something that gives you significance, gives you purpose. So in this journey, even as you look at Adam, who was given work in the Garden of Eden, for me, I was so focused on knowing what's this vision, what's this work that God has given me, to a point where I thought, like, relationships, learning about that, that's for women. You know, reading books and, you know, watching, you know, stuff, dealing with relationships, that's for women. Until now, I realized that I needed also to learn about relationships. So I needed to invest time in learning, watching videos, going for seminars, listening to audios and podcasts. So I think for one reason, that's on me. I did not have the full picture about even how to deal with women and how to understand them. And, you know, I was so focused on the
So
work.
it's like you're saying you didn't have the capacity to handle a relationship at that time.
Well, I could say that, but it was still both sides. Because for men, we know, like, now that I know that, I need to know about how women are, you know, how you think. For example, women, you think about the past, the present, and the future at the same time. Your mind is like, this is everywhere. For us, we're only focusing on one thing. So for like right now, we are thinking just about this show. But for you, maybe you're thinking about your husband, you're thinking about Corona, you're thinking about, you know, the grades that you failed when you're on campus, you're thinking about various things. So,
but you know, for you to say you will know a woman, you need a whole, it's not easy. Robert, the last time you were in that relationship, why didn't it work?
Yeah, thank you, Linda, so much. Maybe I'll also support the idea that Sanju has brought up about having a purpose in life. As men, as a person, I have a purpose. I know that God has shown me where I'm supposed to go and the direction of my life, the purpose. God has already shown me. And therefore, I need to find a lady who will be in line with this purpose. Are we together? Yeah. So some of the relationships, I can say, they died a natural death because of a difference in vision and purpose. Are we going in the same direction or not? If not, then we will have just to call it quits. And another reason is the issue of principles. Having, as a man or as men, we have principles. As a person, I have principles that I abide to. And therefore, when I see that a lady does not agree with some of my principles, then we may, or I may not bend lower than my principles. Yeah, being principled, maybe I can give an example of, as a man, I believe that a lady should not come to visit me alone. That is it. That is one of the principles that I have in my house. Yeah. So if I get a lady that is going out there and visiting men alone, and she wants to come alone and visit me, I may not be able to subscribe to that.
Is it something you may have discussed and she said, no, I don't find a problem coming to your house alone?
Of course, these things you must discuss them as during the dating time and the dating period. Yeah, they just come up and you realize, oh, this person is even doing some things that, according to you, they may not be in line with your principles.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's the issue of principles, there's the issue of a sense of direction, then there's also the issue of getting to know someone beyond that, the picture that is presented in public. But let's look at the issue of a sense of direction, Sanju. Most men, when they talk of sense of direction, really, they mean financial stability. They want to be financially stable, and before they bring a woman to their house. Victor, can we demystify this financial stability? You want to be driving, have your own house before you find this woman, or what is this thing?
Okay, thank you for that question. I think for us as men, one thing, like the way a man is created, you want to be in charge. So you can't be in charge with empty pockets and, and the voice and that, like the body. No, you want to be in charge of everything, that you can take care of someone. So at times, to answer that, at times you find that maybe you're in that process. You are starting something. You want a person will like buy the idea or the vision that you have started and support you through. Because at some point you want that person will cheer you on when you are trying to build maybe an empire or something, cheer you on, support you, encourage you. But if you find someone like you are trying to do something, like let's say I own a cloth line, I do branding. So if you
like
find
someone,
yes, like the t-shirt I'm wearing.
Okay.
So if I find someone who will like scatter the dream, then you see, it's easy for that dream to be killed if I entertain such a person. So, and I wouldn't want maybe something I would want to invest in with my entire energy to be brought down by someone. So if at times you find those problems, someone comparing you with other people, and you know where you are headed. Maybe you are just not there, but you are in the vehicle going to that place. Yeah, like when you are going to Thika, you are in vehicle 237, so you are headed there. But they want someone who is already at Thika. So you see, it can't work. So at times those are the conflicts. Or maybe it's the man who wants someone who is heading in this direction, but this person is heading in this direction. They are not bad. They have all the principles. They have all the qualities, but you are headed in different directions. So at some point, you will not bring something like stable. So you need to be heading in the same direction. Not that this person doesn't have qualities, but maybe you're just doing different things. Yeah.
So if you are joining us, you're watching Sista Talk. And today we are discussing Purposeful Singlehood Men's Edition. And today men are opening up their hearts, talking about why they are not, finding their mates. And Victor has brought about something very, very important, that you find ladies age mates, because most of you would maybe a difference of 4 or 5 years, you're still age mates. And you're in the process of building something, maybe a business like branding or whatever you do, but the lady does not see if this thing has a future, so they kick you out, they quit, they look for someone who is already established. That's a major issue. I think that's important. I hope, ladies, you've heard that. If you find a guy who is starting a car wash and they're only washing one car, don't kick them out. Give them time, let them grow that business, and you will see the fruit. Sanju.
Yeah, I would like to add more strength on that point. For example, the point where he said, men, we are wired to be protectors and providers of the family of the wife. So that's the way we are wired, no more than that. So when you're in that process, for example, you finish school and you're searching for work. For example, I remember when I finished college, we didn't have work or job, something that could provide even for rent. So actually we're staying like 4 of us, you know,
In one room.
in one room, because you know, this person brings a little, this one brings a little, so we share together. And at that point, the ladies who are like my age mates, that's when they were like getting married because of the men who are older than us. They were financially stable. So even when we talk about just other things like emotional maturity and all that, physical maturity, I think that aspect of being financially stable also plays a major part as to why some of us are not married, because those, as I said, the age mates, they got married, you know, and the ones who are younger, maybe when you approach them, there's a mismatch between your urgency of getting married and their preparedness. You see, so you want to get married in the next 1 year or 2 years. For her, maybe she has other goals. She wants to go to a grad school. She's saying, I'm going to Germany for, you know, my master's and something like that. So that preparedness between those who are younger and your urgency is missing because your age mates, maybe they got married, and those who are remaining, maybe there's something about age, I think, when we look at our parents and those who are ahead of them. Like a woman was younger, like maybe there was an age difference of 5 years, 10 years, 15 years. So there was that aspect of respect. This lady looked up to this person with that respect, kind of. But with our generation, you know, the lady is like your age mate. So whatever you say, she can't hear. So that's the problem also. The age mates we have, they're like you. So you say something, they say something back, you know, contradicting you, and you know, it's like you hear people who they are waiting for you to stop speaking so that they can speak. So that's the kind of ladies I'm talking about. So that's the problem now.
Oh well, ladies, I mean, you need to respect the man. That's what Sanjay is saying. So that when they give you an idea, either support it, or if you're contradicting it, contradict it in a respectful manner, so that you're not downtrodden the man or demeaning the man. But Robert, what do we mean by this financial stability? What are the things that would the parameters that would make a man now feel financially stable? Because, you know, financial stability can be looked at in many ways. Have a house in Runda, drive a V8. Can we define this financial stability?
I think I can define financial stability as being capable of having a constant income and sustainable income, that can run the family. Because I want to agree with the ladies in this. Because it is not easy to go somewhere where you don't see a financial future, So, so I want to agree with the ladies in this, because as men we are supposed to be established, and I want to relate this to the book of Genesis. Genesis, you see that God created everything, and then He created the man, Adam. And then after the man, He created the woman. So God provided everything before the woman came into the picture, because the woman comes as the helper. As the helper. So I want to relate that to us men. We are supposed to have at least something that a lady will look at and say that there's a future here, there's a financial future, that I'll not go to this house and sleep hungry.
But then also there's the issue of the man is in the process of building. They may not have that constant financial income, as you're saying. And maybe the man is not looking to marry in the next 6 months. Maybe he's looking to marry in the next 1 year or 2 years. You should still not dismiss the man if they have a vision, if they have a sense of direction where they are going, they are building something.
It's true.
So if you are watching us today, you are still talking about purposeful singlehood, and today we are on the men's edition. There are contact lines going down below your screen. Send us a text, tell us where you're watching from. If you're a man, share with us your challenges. If you're a lady, share with us, you know, your thoughts on this issue. Also, you can share the stream on Facebook right now that you're watching, or YouTube. Send it and send the link to someone so that they can also benefit from this. So, Victor, in the process of you trying to be financially stable, why, if you're not looking to get married in the next 2 years, 1 year, why would you string ladies along? Because ladies are complaining. The man is not looking to get married in the next 1 year or 6 years. But they're just stringing me along. They know they are not going to marry me. But they're just, taking me along the way. Where is the problem?
Okay. I'm not a lawyer, so
Speak for other
I
men. It's
will
not you.
defend. But I think I'll say this generation also has issues. At times, men also have their issues. There are those who are not responsible enough. Maybe they were not raised in a way that they'll know what they really want. So I think for a man, if you want something or if you want to do something, you always know it. I was just trying to trace how I went to high school and to university. Like, my parents were not like, walikuwa wanaona nikaa hawezi, but I was very determined. I knew that I will go, but I had to find a way of convincing them or holding their hands and letting them support me, because on my own also, I couldn't make it. So for men, I think, or what I know is that if you really want to like move with someone to the next level, tell them, don't assume anything. Wacha kupigisha watu raundi hapa and you are not taking them anywhere, because kuna kwa tu sema like if you are not like if you don't know where you are going, you're always there. So allow people, if this person you are not heading somewhere with them, leave them so that they don't think we are going somewhere and we are not. Just tell them. And sisters, kama hujaambiwa, wacha kufuata mtu. Like, if someone has not told you, expressed it, don't assume. There's no room for assumption. There's room for improvement,
Let's
but
look
not
at
assumption.
this issue of assumption, Sanju. How long would a man be sure that this is the lady? Like, if you've met a lady and you've been with them for quite a while, what is the basic minimum that a lady should know? If a man does not say this within this period of time, then we are not going in.
The time for the lady now?
Yeah, for the lady. And even for the man to know this is...
I think there are various things, not just time. Maybe things to do with even social media. Maybe you post something and they like it, or they start chatting you there, they inboxing you. So I would say it's all round, not just time and all that. But I would say, as he said, if the man has not fully said it, don't conclude that, this person is following me for this.
What is this fully said it? Because, sisters are confused. You are taking them out for a coffee date. You are walking them home. You are escorting them. What is this then?
Yeah, like a person has to categorically say like, hey, lady, Diana or so, would you like to be, in a deeper relationship with me? Then maybe we can go on to get married, something like that. Would you like to be my girlfriend or something like that, so that we can proceed and become even united in a marriage? So I think for it's two ways. For the person, for the Jama who's leading this lady and he's saying nothing, that's a failure. I think a man should be a man should start dating when he's willing to marry. So if he's not willing to or preparing to marry, then he should not lead any lady. At the same time, maybe it's the other reason. We talked about the lady coming as a helper. So you have to be doing something. And the lady also coming as a helper, that means she's coming loaded with gifts and talents and experience and personality and degrees, stuff like that.
So it should not just be that she's coming to get married to you without coming with anything.
Yeah, she should come loaded with those things. if I want to carry, something here heavy and I need a helper, the helper has to be, having strength like, almost like me or close to me to carry that heavy thing. Yeah. So she comes loaded with those things. So I think for these Jamas, maybe they're in the process of vetting this lady. Does she have those things? Someone said if I'm fiery and I pray, fire and all that, you should not marry a fire extinguisher. So I think maybe these guys, they are in the process of, is this a fire extinguisher or so you should
but
not
what
just
I'm
blame
asking, how long would you take to know that this lady is a fire extinguisher? Because 1 year is too long.
I think 1 year is too long. Maybe a few weeks.
But also, what I could say is that if you're also working with someone and they're not saying something, Give them space. Give them space. Because you are just being there. Hakuna kitu anakuambia. Are you idle? Do other things. Make yourself busy so that they can know you also have other things to do. Let them chase. Usikuwe tu available 2 years.
So
3.
then you are saying desperation is like a put off. It puts off men when a woman is desperate.
Exactly.
Sure.
And I think that's a major thing that I think for you women, that desperation, maybe you come out, you know, you're 25, 26, you're coming at 30 and you feel like all your peers, they're getting married. Some of these women, they become so desperate to a point where they become attached to a man, and that man might not be even be the real man. But
What are some of these signs of desperation as we go on a break?
Desperation in women.
Yeah. That puts men off. What are some of these qualities of desperation?
I can say that when a lady reaches a point where she depends so much on the man, she depends so much on the man, and whatever the man says, she does. And I can say that this is the same lady that doesn't have the principles, because if a lady, if a man has not told you that she wants to move forward with you, you should at least maintain that distance.
So if the man says, come to my house, she comes. Come and cook. She
Come and
comes
cook.
And
She
wash
does.
clothes.
She does everything.
let's go with you.
The things that the wife is supposed to do. You find that the lady is doing those things. And if you show a man that, and he may not treasure you. He may not treasure you.
And here even some carry pans, cooking pans in the handbag to come and cook chapati for people.
That's a nice one.
So the big bags we see may be carrying, pans to go and cook chapati in someone.
Imagine.
So ladies, you've heard from these men. Don't be desperate. Have a life of your own, and so that when you're coming to this man's life, you are coming to complement him. We are going on a short break. If you have not shared the show or the link of the show with your friends, please do so. Send us a text and tell us where you're watching from and if you're getting blessed and getting encouraged. We are going to go on a short break. We'll see you in a few minutes.